Hi, my name is Jen, and as you can tell by the title, Little Mix are leaving me, or more so, Little Mix are going on an indefinite hiatus, which only time will tell if they come back and what that comeback will be like, or if they don't do it. So basically, in honor of the hiatus and Little Mix ending their 10-year career, I wanted to make a little tier list video of all their official lead singles, not promotional singles. Yeah, it's bittersweet to see one of the artists you've been such a big fan of since you were 15 leave you and go on solo endeavors, but at least I'm seeing them on tour. Please allow COVID. So let's start ranking. I made my own tier titles or whatever they are called. Pop Perfection is just a song that's perfect in every way. When top 5 in my household means that it's a great single. Cute is a song that's cute, like it's nice to listen to. And then Fandom hates it, but I don't mind it. This is a very specific one. But a song that isn't like the greatest, but I don't mind it, but the fandom hates it. And then the bad songs. Okay, let's start. So first off, we have their first single off of X Factor, Cannonball. I never really understood it. I don't understand the lyrics, so yeah, not all that. Wings, their official debut single. I mean, I think it has to go to Pop Perfection, because they debuted with such a bang and the song hasn't aged at all, which is so rare for like a 2012 track. But yeah. Okay, then we have DNA. And this was actually the song that I liked Wings when it was released, but when I heard DNA and I saw the music video for it, I was like, okay, I have to become a fan or mixer, as they could say. I mean, it's a great song, but I'd still put it there. Change Your Life. I never really understood this song. I didn't really. It has a sweet message, sure, but yeah, sorry. How You Doing with Missy Elliott. Little Mix had Missy Elliott on their debut album. How incredible is that? And this song is so catchy, so good. It honestly goes between these two. Okay, top 5 in my household. Then the Salute era with Move. I'd say for this one, top 5 in my household. I know there are Little Mix fans who think this is the only good Little Mix song ever, but yeah, it's a incredibly great pop song. It's R&B inspired. It's timeless. It's catchy. Yes, love it. Little Me. It's a cute inspirational song. I mean, it was released when I was 16 and I really liked it at a time. And when I listened to it and look back on the 16-year-old self who was listening to this song, yeah, cute. Okay, Word Up. Yeah, I didn't really care for it, honestly. Little Mix Salute. This is very fitting that this video is coming out in Women's History Month, because Salute is one of those like female empowerment songs and it's very catchy. It does have a lot of repetition, but it's a pop song. The lyrics are really good. Maybe here. Yeah. Okay, Black Magic, the new time in Little Mix. After they were fearing of getting dropped, they met Black Magic and the rest is history, went number 1 and all that. It's a really nice, cute pops 80s inspired song, and Little Mix were really ahead of their time when they did this one, because now in the 2020s retro sound, 80s sound is everywhere. So yeah, Love Me Like You, definitely top 5 in my household, because it, again, with the retro sound, this is more 60s inspired. It's such a catchy tune and so nice to listen to, and yeah. Okay, Secret Love Song featuring Jason Derulo. This is different from Secret Love Song Part 2. I feel like it could have been even... I like it, but I feel like it could have been better without Jason Derulo. Sorry to that man. It's a huge song, honestly, for Little Mix. I mean, I'm between Not So That and Cute. I put it there. Hair, oh my god. So, Hair was the era when me and my friends started to promote Little Mix seriously in Finland. And that this was their release single, and we were streaming over and over again. So I honestly cannot even look at it anymore or listen to it again, because I overplayed it way too much back then. But it's still a good song. It's catchy. It's a cute girl power little song, but I would maybe put it above, a tier above this one. Not here, but like, yeah. It's a nice song, but I listened to it way too much. Shout out to my ex. What a moment. I still remember the feeling of watching the X Factor performance where they debuted this song. The X Factor used to be a Little Mix comeback show, let's be honest. It was so iconic. The performance was amazing. Top 5 in my household. Touch, easy. Pop Perfection. It really should have gone Billboard #1. It's so catchy. It's so easy to dance to. It's a holiday vibe. Like, everything. I've hung out with my friends who are not like Little Mix fans like mixers, and they really like that one. No More Sad Song. This is one of my top Little Mix songs ever. It's so good. Both the original one and the Machine Gun Kelly versions. It's just amazing. Power. This song was a goddamn monster. Like, it was huge. It played over and over on Finnish radio, maybe because we voted on Energy or something like that. But it was huge. I am in between these two, maybe here. The music video is amazing. Oh, Reggaeton Lento with CNCO. It's kind of the same as with Hair. I replayed it a lot, streamed it a lot, but because it's such a tune, it's such a good song, but I cannot listen to it anymore. I listened to it so much back then. I think I'll put it still here. It's still an amazing song. It was huge in Finland too. Like, it was constantly playing on the radio, and then the X Factor performance with Little Mix and CNCO was so good. Only You. I think it's such a good, like, EDM song. Like, for an EDM song, it's really good. And again, this was hugely popular in Finland. If I were to listen to a Little Mix song, this would not be my go-to, but if I were to tell like a non-fan who doesn't really listen to music, maybe I would listen to this one. I'm not sure if the fandom hates it. I think I would put it in the I don't mind it category, but I'm not sure if what the fandom opinion on it is now. Little Mix and Woman Like Me, the lead of LM5. I mean, I still think this song is really good, even though there has been some unfortunate events relating to it. I still think it's a great song, but yeah. Think About Us. Cute. I think it's like a really good single choice. It's a catchy song. You can dance to it. They did a like Brit pre-nominations announcement performance, and that was really cool. Yeah, I think it's fits right there in the cute category. I do remember when the music video was supposed to come out and then it just didn't. And then the Little Mix did a live. They're like, we don't know what's happening. So stressful times in the fandom. Bounce Back. Ooh, this is one of my favorite single release days that Little Mix have done, because they released the music video on the same day as they released it, and they had the first live performance of it on the same day. And that was very rare at the time. And this was also their first single, besides Think About Us, but the first new single outside of Psycho, with RCA instead. I'm between these two because it's such a good song. Went top 5. Okay, then their Christmas song, When I've Been Missing, Leanne wrote it. It's really sweet. Oh no! Here. I think Breakup Song was a really good lead single, and if there had not been a pandemic, I feel like it would have done even better. And if there had not been a pandemic, the music video would have been better. But overall, I feel like it's a catchy retro song. At the time, retro sound was really popular. But sometimes I'm like very into Breakup Song, like very into it. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that's nice. Maybe here. Okay, Holiday. I actually like the music video. Little Mix themselves said that they don't like the music video, or that they imagined it to be better. But I actually like this song. It really takes me back to the first year of pandemic summer. And I don't know, I like it. But the fandom really hates it, and Little Mix hate the music video. So yeah, Sweet Melody. I mean, it felt like Sweet Melody in a sense felt like a comeback single from Little Mix. I don't know why it felt like that. Maybe because of the pandemic and because Breakup Song and Holiday didn't do as good chart-wise, but then Sweet Melody came, and it has narrative, it has choreo in the music video, it's catchy, it's a bit melancholic, but still like has a great beat and just amazing. And when Jade, Leanne, and Perry performed it together, it was so magical, and I can't wait to hear it on tour. Also, they got their number 1 after all these bad things happened to them. It was a great moment in the fandom. No time for this. Yeah, I didn't really care for this song, honestly. Maybe because it was EDM, but yeah, not for me. Okay, Confetti remix. So earlier I described how great the Bounce Back release day was, but I think Confetti remix day release really topped it. Like, it was their first single as a trio. It was a song from the Confetti album remixed to be the 3 of them and Saweetie, and it's just a good song, a great pop song, and the music video had choreo and acting. And when they did the acoustic version of the song and they were singing, it was amazing. And then shortly after, they announced their pregnancies, and then they won the Best British Group Award. It was like such a happy time in the fandom. Quite quickly after Confetti, David Guetta and Galantis released Heartbreak Anthem with Little Mix. At first I didn't really get it, but I think I really like it now. It's a nice EDM song, and it has a cool music video to it. And it was very successful too, which the fandom was not expecting, considering it was leaked like 6 months prior. I didn't listen to the leak, I was a good fan. But yeah, I would say cute. Then we have Anne-Marie's song featuring Little Mix, Kiss My Uh-Oh. I feel like it's a nice bop, it's a throwback sound. Yeah, it's a cute pop song. Okay, then Love Sweet Love. I can honestly say that this is one of my favorite Little Mix singles. It was such like a girl group harmony perfection. It was really reminiscent of Wings era harmonies. The lyrics are cheeky, and it was such a great Little Mix song, and I feel like it deserved better. It deserved more attention and all that. Okay, now we have their last single as of end of 2021. No. I really like this song, and I really especially like some of the like it's a really throwback sound to me personally. I don't know if that was an intention. And yeah, I'm kind of hoping maybe they could release like a final single. I'm not sure if that was meant to be for Between Us, like an album track. Was it meant to be the last single? I'm not sure. I feel like the fandom was not really happy with it. I'm between went top 5 in my household and cute. I feel like, which one? This is actually really difficult. Why am I? Okay, since it's the last Little Mix single, we'll see. Yeah, I'll put it there. So, that's my ranking of all Little Mix singles, and I would like to add this doesn't include promotional singles. For example, Strip is a great song, and all that. And I can't believe Little Mix is over. At least for the time being. When will they come back from their hiatus? Will they come back from their hiatus? We don't know. We will only know when time tells us, I guess. So in pop perfection, we have Wings. They debuted with a bang. Touch, a pop perfection club banger. No More Sad Song, a personal favorite of mine. Just great lyrics, great production. So catchy, melancholic, but still amazing. Sweet melody, one of their best singles ever. It has narrative. It was such a moment. Choreo, live performances were amazing. Confetti remixed their first song as a trio, and a great pop song. Sweetie's verse is great, and the whole era of around Confetti remix with the pregnancy announcements and Brit Award winning and Heartbreak Anthem, it was such a happy fan experience. And then Love Sweet Love, which deserved better, is classic Little Mix sound and just great all over. Please don't end me if you don't agree with me. Top 5, DNA, How You Doing, Move, Love Me Like You, Shout Out to My Ex, Bounce Back, No. By the way, what I mean by went top 5, I mean that it charted at top 5 when it was released. Hey, funny. Then like nice Little Mix songs that aren't like incredible, but they are still good. Little Me, Salute, Black Magic, Secret Love Song, Power, Reggaeton Lento, Think About Us, When I've Been Missing, Breakup Song, Heartbreak Anthem, Kiss My Uh-Oh. Fandom hates it, but I don't mind it. Only You, I'm not sure if the fandom hates it. But it's more in the I don't mind it category. A Woman Like Me and A Holiday. And then Not All That. Cannonball, Change Your Life, Word Up, Cover, Hair, and No Time for Tears. I'd say that usually my rankings and favorite Little Mix songs change all the time because they have so many songs and they are all so great. Well, mostly all of them are great, but I feel like this is very like captures like what are my favorite songs from Little Mix singles wise. Surely these two went top 5 in my household, and Cute, I feel like they change a lot. Maybe some days maybe Breakup Song is here and sometimes it's here. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you like to see more of me. If you are a Little Mix fan, what are your favorite songs? Please leave a comment down below, like the video and all that. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!